Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of the Real Israel Podcast with me, your host, Chaim Malespin. Join us as we dive into Israel's past, present, and future as we explore the rich history, current events, and visionary perspectives shaping this dynamic region. Welcome to another episode of the Real Israel Podcast with me, your host, Chaim Malespin. I'm here in the Golan Heights of Israel in a Druze village. It sounds like I'm saying Jews, but I'm saying Druze, which is the wonderful, brave, heroic soldiers that I'm with all the time in Gaza. And I'm here with Maya Farhat. Yeah. And it's such an honor to be able to have this time to meet with you and speak with you. I know that you're kind of like a social activist in many ways, you know, fighting for Druze rights in Israel and for their place in society here. And they have such an honored place in society. I know that for many of us, I won't bring this out, but there's a picture right over next to me of these children that were murdered by the Hezbollah terror group. We just see at that time, and we're reminded that the Hezbollah terrorist group, the Houthis in Yemen, the Hamas, the Iran, the IRGC, they don't care if you're Druze or if you are Jews. They don't care what you are, what you believe. They just want to see jihadism, just wants to see the death and destruction. So I just wanted to say a few things, if you could share just a few things about your life and how many brothers and sisters you have, and
First of all, I want to welcome you guys here. It's very important that you're giving us a chance to enlighten the facts about our community. Not everyone knows about the Druze. We are only 1.5 million above the globe, but
in the world.
In the world, yeah. But I think only in the tragic late actions that we see, we have a spotlight on the Druze society. I would love to explain some of the facts and tell you more about our society. It's a great honor to have you here.
Yeah, this is a visitor center we're in, right?
This is my late grandmother's house. We decided to open it for visitors because this place was a hosting salon. We have great hospitality here in this village. This is a direct heritage of the establisher of this village. My late grandma, great grandpa.
Yeah,
my late
great grandmother.
Grandpa Abbas Farhat, and this is one of his lands. And this family is known by building bridges and connecting between nations and introducing the bright side of each of the neighbors,
right
now and throughout history. And I want to just continue this heritage of pointing out the common things we have instead of fighting, instead of pointing out the differences.
Yeah, as a Jewish Israeli, when I look at the Druze people, I notice they have sometimes the baggy pants, and there's a tradition, I guess the Messiah will be born maybe from a man. I don't know the whole religion of Druze, and the mustache, and the women have this very cool, how do you call it? It's not a hijab, it's a...
Futa. It's called futa. It's futa, it's white scarf. It's a white scarf.
Right.
It differs due to the label of religiousness of a woman, but the traditional one is a simple white scarf. The more religious would also cover their mouths, but it's a white scarf, and the clothes should be very modest, black, and also for the men it's the same.
And like a jalabiya, like a robe, the men will wear, very honorable.
They have the shirwal, which is the floppy pants, and they have very modest black. It's all in the sake of modesty. So they have only modest and clothes that are also suitable for work days and also for praying. And it's going to be...
In many ways, it feels, when I think of religious way, it feels almost like the religious Jews, where they have the black clothes.
They're very similar, yes.
And the women are, and we have the kehila, but you have
Aqal. We have the Uqal, which is the people who succeeded to pass through the exams of being accepted to study the religion. Not everyone gets this chance. If you made major mistakes in your life, you are not allowed. Even after you chozer b'tshuva, if you
repent and change your ways.
You still can't get the real thing, but you can study the explanations. And the explanations, we believe that they can as well get you to the light.
And you have to be 40 years old.
No need. It's like in Judaism, when you have a bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah. For us Druze, it's 15. When you get to the age of 15, you get to decide if you're going to be religious or not. Okay. Even if your family is not religious, you can be. And even if your family is religious and you don't want to be religious, you can decide, I'm not going to be religious. I'm going to live a common life like anyone else. And it's going to be very fine for everyone. Even you can see like married people who are, the woman is religious, the man is not, and the opposite way around.
There's so much to talk about the religion, and when I look at the Druze people, I think of the delicious Druze pita, the honey, the olive oil, the food that's so amazing, and their honor, how they're very honoring and hospitable.
And there's a little bit more about Druze. Other than the Druze pita,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's the vine leaves as well.
And they're the fig leaves. Oh, delicious food. Yeah. And many other things, but they have the religious leaders in different places in the world. And then I know the fighters, like they're such strong combat fighters for a country. I mean, you don't have your own, there's no country called the Druze
country. We don't have our country. You know what they say about Druze fighters? Whenever you kill them, they come back because they are
reincarnated.
So we're not afraid of death, and we are great warriors because we believe in protecting our brothers. Yeah, that is one of the first. How do you say?
Yeah, gold. It's in the colors of your flag. You have that. Is that the red, like blood?
It's the red. Yeah, the red. It's not blood. It's courage. It's courage and it's soul. It's the soul. The green one, we have the wisdom. We have. By the way, I can say also the names of the prophets. We think it's connected to. The green one is Jethro. It's also the first light. It's the Messiah for us as well. And the red one is the soul, the mind, and the soul. And the great fighters, the courage, and the first thing that you feel that you want to do. And then you have the blue is the past, is all of the past reincarnations you had and all of the things you did. And the white is the future and your chance to fix if you had any...
pure white.
To pure, and the light.
Yeah, people in America, they don't even know, and in the West, they don't really know anything. They see this flag. Some of them, one person said,
it's
is
the
this
pride,
like LGBT? I said, it's maybe loving God and blessing the Torah. It's something that's not LGBT. This is the Druze people.
We have one thing in common, which is the pride. We are very proud people.
Yeah.
We are proud
honorable.
of our...
We are very honorable.
Very honorable. And we are also connected to all of the religions. We have philosophy, the philosophy books that are called Al-Hikmi, which is also, it has parts of all of the religions. We have a lot of philosophies, and the base of the belief is the reincarnation. We've passed through all of the religions, and we acquired the philosophy that we believe in, and now it's in the books, in the Hikmah books, that the wisdom books, that only the religious people who get to study in it know what's actually there.
Yeah, so there's a lot we could talk about that. I don't really know how to prove if reincarnation is true or not. We all believe that there's another life after this, don't we? And that we all agree that the words of Yeshua are true words. That's a connecting term. We believe the words of Yeshua, Isa, Jesus are true words. And there's other prophets. Like you have like in the Torah, there's like Isaiah and Ezekiel, Hosea. Do they have some of those?
We have Isaac is our prophet. Is like in the for the difference between Druze people and Muslims when it comes to Hag Al-Qurban.
Right,
sacrifice.
when the Akedah, when Abraham went to offer Isaac.
Yes, Isaac. So we and the Jewish people believe it was Isaac.
Yes.
Islam believes it was Ishmael.
Ishmael,
So
yeah.
this is also a slight difference between the two religions. But in general, we have the same prophets. We believe in Jethro. Of course, he was.
Yeah. And that's so important to remember how Jethro, which was Moses' father-in-law, how he
was
would
the
say,
father of Zipporah.
yeah, let me be your eyes. That had touched me so much because I see the Druze people have that today in there.
Still
Let
today,
me help
it's
you,
the
Israel.
same.
Let me be your eyes.
Yeah.
And he's like, he even told Moses, let me help you set up the government. You're doing
Exactly.
it. You're tiring
so the
yourself
pyramids,
out.
how do you call it?
Structure.
The structure of the courts, we still use it till today. So and you can see for us, for Druze, it's automatic.
Yeah.
We need to be alongside with the Jewish people and protect them and be their brothers. But not all the Jewish people, not all the Christians feel the same way. Unfortunately, I would love you guys to learn more about the religion and about the people.
So let me ask you, I know that only someone who's born Druze can be Druze. No one can become Druze.
Yeah, because we believe that you had the chance. You had the chance 1,000 years ago. You had the invitation in the time of Al-Hakim bi-Amrillah al-Fatimi in Egypt, and the invitation was spread all over the world. And your past reincarnation, your former self, it's the same soul, but in your former body, in that day, you have the chance of becoming a Druze. Whoever signed the mithaq and whoever decided yes to join the religion is now a Druze, and they reincarnate as Druze, and the others don't.
So you live in the midst of this country, in the Middle East, and you are holding three languages. You speak Arabic, you speak Hebrew, and you speak English.
English, and that explains why I'm not a very good speaker, but I try to.
And your mother language would be?
Arabic.
Arabic.
It's like the Druze Arabic, which is a lot mixed with a lot of Hebrew. But
so would you say
Arabic.
Your own ethnicity is, well, you're Israeli.
I'm Israeli.
And you're Druze Arab as well? Or?
I'm Druze Israeli.
Druze Israeli, okay. Just speak Arabic. That's what everyone speaks in the Druze is Arabic, yeah? Okay.
But not everyone who speaks English is an Englishman. Not everyone who speaks...
That's right.
So
I get it.
You get to choose.
Yeah, so I know that there was just recently, the big thing that just happened, we wanted to interview you earlier about what you think about this. The Druze people really became on the world's, in front of the world when a few things happened, when the massacre, when the missiles from Hezbollah killed 12 children right here in Majid al-Shams, right nearby. Yeah. And it was so horrible to see these young, lifeless bodies. And it's just heartbreaking even thinking of it. But then I remember just now, something else happened in Suwayda. You have, first of all, Assad leaves, Bashar al-Assad, Hafez al-Assad's gone. And he was just part of Iran's kind of influence, I guess. And he left, and then you have this guy, al-Shara.
Chaos led by Al-Julani, which is a former Al-Qaeda terrorist, and he only put a suit on, and everyone believes it's his words.
Put a suit, and they think...
We
know he was Al-Qaeda, and before that...
Al-Qaeda, he had a prize of $10 million on his head after 9/11. So how come this person shakes the hand of the U.S. president yesterday? People forget quickly what is... Now, could he try to change the whole country? I don't know. I know people want to hope, and this is the problem with America and Afghanistan. There was actually a movie called Rambo number 3. He was training, this American was training the Taliban, and then thinking they're going to be, you train the Taliban, what's going to happen? And we see what happened at the end. They took billions of dollars worth of stuff and destroyed entirely the whole country of Afghanistan. For us, we hear Arabic, we understand the Arabic speakers, and we understand the word, and unfortunately whoever has the European mentality and the American mentality doesn't understand the way they are. And you have hope, you look at the future, you think that if you can give education and money to poor people, it's going to get them to another place, to a better place. But unfortunately, it's not true.
Sometimes
it's not true. We had already a lot of experiences with that, and we have learned in the very hard way that it's not true. and it needs to stop. Like if you see major prayers of Muslim people, jihadis, in the streets of London, in the streets of Switzerland, in Canada, and in the US, at the same time that they have already mosques to pray in these countries, that means they are showing dominance. They are showing dominance, and they are not doing it in a pure way, in a religious way. It is to destroy this country and to convert it into Muslim jihadi.
And you can understand what they're saying in Arabic.
We can understand that.
And if their flag, your flag shows many together,
Yeah.
but their flag shows clearly, like death to America, death to Israel, the Houthi flag. Death to America, death to Israel. And so they're openly saying what they want to do. When you see the massacre in Suwayda,
we are choosing not to hear them.
right?
But they are clearly saying, we are going to conquer you, Allahu Akbar. We are going to show dominance over the whole world, and we are giving them that chance, which is
Big mistake.
big mistake.
Would you say
we are
that
already very deep in this mud, and I think the world needs to wake up if he still has any chance to.
Yeah.
The only safe place to live in the Middle East is Israel.
Wow.
Also for Muslim people.
I agree. I see it. People don't understand this. They look at the problem is they think if they see something bad, something must have caused it. Maybe Israel caused it. Why? I tell them, why did the Twin Towers get bombed by Al-Qaeda? Why did they get planes flown into them? Is it because the West was so mean to Osama bin Laden and his wealthy family, his very rich family? Is that why Osama bin Laden did the letter and said, I'm going to destroy the West? No, it's because of indoctrination. It's the teaching.
It's the teaching.
Yeah.
It's that I saw yesterday there was a protest in New York because of the visit of Al-Julani. I call him Muhammad al-Shara because he's a terrorist.
That's his real name.
And there was a protest of Eloise, Kurds, and Druze, and everyone who was part of the victims of the massacres that happened in Syria. And in the same street, we see across the road protesters with Julani, and they are showing signs of cutting mustaches of sheikhs, of Druze sheikhs. They are showing the symbols of the horrible things they did to the Druze people and to the Christians in Suwayda. This is not acceptable. If you see a child that is celebrating the terrorism, this word is sick. We need to fix that immediately.
People just don't know. Suwayda, they call this the Mountain of the Druze.
Mountain of the Druze.
Is that like the capital? If you had a country, would that be like the capital of your country, kind of?
I don't look at it this way. I look at it as the majority of the Druze people in the world live in Suwayda, because up till now the Druze never had the will of having their own country. And by the way, we talked about the flags. If you raise a flag in a certain land, what does that mean? That means this flag is what this land is.
Yeah.
Like if you have the Palestinian flag in New York, this means I'm conquering you guys.
Yeah.
This is already Palestine, and the world needs to understand that. But in the previous events in Suwayda, in the Mount Druze, it's not only Druze. It has a lot of minorities, but the majority is Druze. That's why they call it Druze. But it has also Christian people, and it has Eloise and also Sunnis.
And Bedouins, right? Didn't they build a university for the Bedouins, and then those Bedouins attacked them?
If you want to talk about
but
that.
Anyway,
in the beginning of the civil war, they took shelter. The Bedouins took shelter in Suwayda, and they called them brothers, Syrian brothers. That's the way how they called themselves. Each other, and they've been betrayed in a very hard way. 33 villages were forcibly freed, and some of the bodies are still on the streets there. We don't have Zaka in Suwayda to help us. There's the missing people. We are not sure how many of them are kidnapped, how many were buried alongside with other bodies. It's
horrible.
Like the 7th of October going on again.
Yeah, we had 1,500 or so massacred, something like that. It was 1,100. It's almost like another.
It's almost 3,000.
Almost 3,000 people. So it's even more than the massacre. I didn't realize that. It's crazy. This is a time of massacring, and
We're
that's
talking
why
about the whole Druze in the whole world are 1.5 million. It's a large number. It's a large number, and 33 villages to just erase Druze from these villages. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that?
That's the whole question no one asks is why. They always look at the response. What do we do now? I say, well, hold on. Why did it happen?
Let's fix this so it doesn't happen again. So it doesn't happen again. We need to fix that.
Because of the jihadist teaching, jihad the world, take the sword and kill everybody.
Yeah, and we saw that happen to the Kurdis and the Alawis before, and now it's happening to the Druze. If not, Jabal Druze was there. Like, unfortunately, I'm gonna talk about this, but it's like it was the magnet of the terrorism, because if there was not a Druze mountain there, it was going to be the Israeli border.
That's right.
If not the Druze mountain, we would have not be here today, because I would be probably slaughtered and kidnapped and so on with my family, because we are different.
I always call the Druze the silent. They're so humble and quiet. They don't make too much expression. So I call them the silent protectors of Israel in Syria, in Lebanon. They're over the fence. We're over here.
I want to show you a picture.
And they're in next to the jihadists. They're living next to them with no fence. So
they are very in danger everywhere. Unfortunately, even in Jordan, the most progressive and prospering culture there, the Druze women still hide in the hijab because they are not accepted as Druze. That is, unfortunately, I'm saying that, but it's like I really want the world to see things for what they are. I think it's the era of not pretending anymore. I don't need to hide in any other way. I'm Druze. I'm proud to say that. I want my mom the dignity of our people, of my mom and my grandma, to go out in the street in her traditional outfit and be protected
free.
And be free and be accepted for what she is.
Yes.
I don't need to hide.
Thank you for watching this episode. If this episode touched you, your voice matters. There's hostages, there's tunnels, there's frontline voices that the media just won't bring to you. We are in the 8th front of this war. 7 fronts is Iran and its proxies. This is the 8th front, the media, the disinformation. Your gift, your donation helps us share the truth. Please donate on the link below.